Okay, so New York Giants, you got Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, whatever you want to name him. He is the starting quarterback right now of the New York Giants. And overall, he has had a very up and down career. Now, he's going into what is his third season. Overall, 27 games losing record, though. He's 8-18 with the New York Giants. Now, he was drafted very, very high in the NFL draft. And this is not a guy that you would expect his career to be at this point. 8-18 and 0 when it comes to the win-loss tie record. Daniel Jones is not the guy. He is not the guy that the New York Giants wanted. I guarantee you that. Overall, he's 564 for 907 in passing. Give him a 62% passer completion percentage. And he's only gotten 5,970 yards. You got quarterbacks these days that get that number, even more than that, in one season. Daniel Jones, it took him 2 seasons to get that number. It's very poor performance. Then let me remind you, 35 touchdowns to 22 interceptions so far on his career. That's about a 2% touchdown to interception percentage, which is very high when you really look at the numbers. So for every 2 touchdowns, he throws about 1 interception. That's not a solid player. That's not. Eli Manning with the New York Giants, the butt end of his career, he did not produce as he used to. I think we could all agree on that. And when the New York Giants got Daniel Jones, they expected him to fill in a big spot for Eli Manning and really bring them back to relevancy and be I would say, consistent and just competitive. Last season, so for the 2020-2021 NFL season, the New York Giants had a perfect opportunity. The NFC East was very poor. Okay, you had the Washington football team that didn't even win 10 games win that division. The New York Giants could have pounced on that and they could have won the division, but it just came down to injuries and just inconsistency. The amount of games that the Giants have lost under Daniel Jones that has been just below 3 point, They have lost just such close games, and it's painful. They're painful, crushing losses. But the fact is, though, Daniel Jones has not been there to produce. If Daniel Jones has only allowed, let's say, 17 interceptions, so he would be 35-17 for interceptions, the Giants would have around 2-3 more wins. Now, that may not sound like a lot, but overall, that is huge for a beginner quarterback. Now, he's going into his junior season in the quarterback position, and he has a lot to prove. This is a do-or-die season, I believe, for Daniel Jones. If he does not produce this season, I could see 100% the New York Giants trading him off in the offseason. Daniel Jones has the talent. He showed it in college football. He's just not able to really replicate that in the NFL, whether it's just the team, because on how some guys can't play on certain teams, whether it's that or whether he just fizzed out so fast and he ended up being a draft bust. We're going to find out this season.